Hey everyone, welcome to the Withering Effect episode 171. Today's date is May 27th, 2023, and I am Duds, or Duds versus known to the rest of the interweb.
And I'm Jimbo. You may know me as Jimbo Slice 23. Today we have Carl and DiiKoj joining us on the show. Welcome, guys.
Woo!
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, guys.
It's a very special episode today.
We got 4 years in.
That's true, but I think we're all here for another reason.
Yeah.
What's that?
I will no longer be joining you guys on the podcast.
What?
I'm retiring. Yes, I will be retiring from the podcast and YouTube as of right now.
No one tells me anything. What's this about? No, not Jimbo.
Carl, you made the headline.
What he's scared about is now he has to fill in for Jimbo.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Ooh.
That's...
Ooh, that'd be fun.
No, it won't. Nah, it'll be cool.
For you guys out of the loop, every time we've needed a new co-host, I always ask Carl first, and before I can ever finish asking the question, he goes, no.
Very true. He's like, do you... No.
Feel safer behind the scenes.
Yeah,
It is safer behind the scenes.
I'm happy behind the scenes.
You're lucky or good at it,
Mm-hmm.
or we bring you out from behind the curtain more.
I will be on next month's show, though, because I don't think we've decided on who we're going to have as a new co-host, so I will likely be on next month's show while we make decisions, so got that to look forward to.
Right.
Yes.
I get to write your script. How about that? I'll write your script.
Jimbo in his one note, do show.
I don't know. As of late, I haven't been making any content. I've looked on my YouTube just to see how long it's been. It's been like 10 months since I've actually put out a video, and I'm like, wow. And I kind of lost the drive, not for playing the game per se, because I've been playing some single player lately and having fun with it. It's just time to sit down and record.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The vision I had required a lot of editing for my videos, and I don't know, I don't have the time to do it, and it kind of takes away from the game.
Yeah.
Playing lately on single player, haven't had to worry about hitting record.
Mm-hmm.
Or, setting up replay mod. It's a lot more, I don't know,
Casual.
open world freedom, just kind of go do what you want to do. Now, none of my buildings look good. I'll admit that. None of my buildings I'm building on single player look all that great. But, I've built some farms. But, I know I'm not under any pressure to put it out there. So I'm just able to play.
Mm-hmm.
It's been fun. Now, I don't want to say that I'm done forever.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I don't know. I feel like it's something that could possibly come along later.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Right. Never say never. That's kind of what I was getting to.
Mm-hmm.
So I still enjoy playing the game, and it's a lot more fun to play with others, even though I'm playing single player and having fun with it. Yeah, I don't know. As of right now, I don't have the drive to make any content, and with work.
Yeah.
Now, I knew as soon as I got this job, I would be working a lot, and it's caught up too, so that doesn't kind of helps me make the decision.
Yeah, some more behind the scenes stuff with your schedule. We'd have like a 3-hour window per week to record. And if we missed that window, we were basically both recording on days we were exhausted.
Right after work.
And it just didn't make for a good show.
Mm-hmm. Happened many times.
Yeah, many times we'd come home from work, throw something in our stomachs for dinner, and then went right to recording. And as soon as we were done recording, we were both going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
It is rough.
And before it was Sunday morning, which is perfect. Now I work every Sunday.
Yes.
So we push it to Saturday. And I swear we've done a show like at least once every day of the week.
Yes.
You know what I mean? On one of those times.
We have. I think we've done a show at 11 o'clock at night, too.
Yeah, we did all different kind of times.
Yeah, I think it was a Friday. You were working late and you had something to do all weekend. So we did a show at like 11 p.m.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, we always made sure we got the content out there.
We did.
Pretty good about that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of memories from the show. Definitely going to miss this place. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be around. Though I'm not as active in chat, I'll still be a part of the server and everything. So
Maybe the Jimbo log could make a return, and that's how we find out what you're doing.
Yeah.
maybe that might be something. I was looking at that the other day. I was like, man, that kind of, fell apart.
That's still going to be there, so feel free.
It's still, oh, okay. Maybe I'll jump in there every once in a while.
Yeah, I always have a laugh when you post stuff in there, so yeah, that could be your little house, your little home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not kicking Jimbo out.
Carl keeps coming into my house.
I do. Dirty in there, man. Get a brush.
Need to clean it up. Got a broom.
Well, on to some happier news.
Mm-hmm.
Carl, DiiKoj, you guys been working on anything lately? DiiKoj, I've seen you've been putting more videos out now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a lot of music stuff going on for a while. Now I'm back into the Minecraft groove. I actually did something I did with my music, but in Minecraft. So there's been some projects I wanted to start in real life, and I never got to it. And then I have another YouTube channel where I play the trombone and kind of give jazz lessons.
Mhm.
And there I have the project to just start. So one was I needed to learn 30 songs in 30 days, for instance, and that was hard. But after, I was so inspired and it was much easier to start projects. So after that, I started my own band, which I've been thinking about for over 10 years. And yeah, I have so many projects I want to start in my head. So I took that over to Minecraft as well. So I had some projects there I've been thinking about for a long time. Yeah, in my previous episode, I started 3 new projects, and all of them seems much more easy now to continue.
Mm-hmm.
In the video I'm working on now, I'm doing kind of a project speedrun, running all over the server and in my single player world to work on different projects. So much fun. Maybe video out this week, I hope.
Nice.
Now, you started this single player world like how many years ago? Been out for a while, right?
Yeah, 2017.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, maybe what you are experiencing now as well, Jimbo. A place where you can, if you want to, you can just relax in another way because you are alone. You can pace yourself however you want. And if you're really inspired, you can put a lot of work into it as well. In some ways, it's easier to relax in a single player world.
Yeah.
But of course, more lonely as well.
Yeah, you got to make friends with all the, villagers and
Villagers.
animals and
With the sheep.
yeah, the sheep.
Those pesky sheep.
With the bees. Yeah, aubni. Oh, the bees.
What about you, Carl? You been doing anything fun lately?
Working. That's not fun, right? I've been playing, not Minecraft, because, yeah, but Prison Architect and Airport CEO I've been playing a lot of recently, which I've got back into those games. I used to play those loads. I just had the itch to play some games, so I've been doing those and working, and that's about it. Give me an end update, I'll come back. Been a busy time at work, busy time.
Yeah.
I got to work on hosting.
Yeah, I've got to actually think of things to do to fill that section of the show. I have to go ride a camel around 120 when it comes out.
Yeah, 120 is going to be busy for Carl and I
Mm-hmm.
for the plans.
Hopefully we can talk about that next time.
Yeah. I've finally been revving back into Minecraft. I was taking, I don't want to say a complete break, but when my allergies were real bad, I would lose my voice after the podcast from just coughing so badly. And it takes a week to get it back.
Jeez.
Just to do a live stream and a video. There's nights I'm going to bed drinking honey lemon water to try to save it. The cough is still bad. It's still there. but I can talk for more than just a single sentence without coughing now. So, success. And I'm kind of jumping all over that. Like, I played a lot of single player, and it is my chill zone. Like DiiKoj said, it is another level of just relax. We're not rushing anything. Nothing needs to look the prettiest. Last week, or this week, I should say, I did a live stream from there. And that's my plan, is to do a weekly live stream from Project Moss, where it's just chill and hanging out. We're doing it on Wednesdays. It's real nice. But then when you go over to Channel 64, I'm like in full sprint mode.
Mm-hmm.
I had an episode go out, I think it was Monday, and I've got another episode that's probably going to go out Tuesday. And I was recording both those episodes at the same time at one point.
Wow.
Yeah, it was confusing.
I might have did that once.
I've done it a couple times, and I don't suggest it. But when you're doing collabs with people, you kind of have to fit in their time schedule too.
Yeah.
So it had to be done. But that's, again, why I'm stressing the Wednesday live streams, because they're chill, peaceful.
I saw you were live streaming, and then I was like, I have work in the morning. So, but I did notice it. I was like, oh, he's streaming. And I'm like, yeah, it's like midnight here, so I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I didn't notice till today. I don't know if I fell asleep early. I don't think it popped up on my phone. Usually does.
I usually have a notification in the morning.
Yeah.
That was live.
Yeah, I'm streaming at 7:30 my time. So basically it's too late for all you guys, including Jimbo.
It's 1 a.m. for DiiKoj.
Yeah. I will probably be streaming again this weekend, either Sunday or Monday, because America's off for Memorial Day. Because we got to do fresh animations.
Spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. I forgot you guys don't know that unless you were paying attention to the vote channel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much of a spoiler. You can look at the vote channel.
Yeah, that's very true. I wonder if anyone actually sits there and waits for the drum roll and actually like goes, come on, which one?
They've immediately turned this episode off. Now, that's just ruined my favorite part.
Yeah.
So should we move on to some news?
Let's do it.
Sure.
I'm going to start with Carl's news. Mindplex.
Yeah. Mindplex shut down recently, just out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it might be coming back as Samito acquired 100% of Mindplex.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not sure. It's sort of like breaking sort of news at the moment. We're not quite kind of sure like what's happening with it. So it's going to be a watch this space kind of thing. But yeah, when it shut down, that was really like out the blue. Like I played Mindplex years and years ago. I haven't for a long time. And I think that's kind of the issue, is they've sort of gone down in playership over the years.
Mm-hmm.
That's happening to a lot of kind of like public servers. Like you've got like Minecraft Online that's had a similar kind of change in its player base and its kind of management and stuff. I don't want to go too much into that kind of stuff because obviously they're not here to respond to it.
Yeah.
But there's some great videos by the Mr. Epic on Mindplex and Sal C1 on Minecraft Online that I'll link in the show notes. Go and watch those videos because they're really interesting. They've like contacted like admins and stuff and had interviews with owners and, you know, got some information about how those servers are running. It seems like a kind of a trend that like these servers that used to be really big, these public servers, just kind of disappear. Like the player base over time dwindles and they kind of disappear and move on. And it's kind of sad because these servers have lasted like 10 years each. It's just a big part of the Minecraft community, and it was a little bit weird when it just sort of went just like that, both on Bedrock and Java.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, watch this space on that and watch those videos as well because they're really, really interesting.
I think what we have is like a generational thing. You look at Minecraft when it first came out, would basically be young people our age now.
Mm-hmm.
And survival was the big thing. And they never really got into the online servers with mini games and stuff. But like the generation after us, that's what started the mini game stuff. And you look back on, I think Etho said this in one of his episodes, there hasn't been a lot of new mini games lately.
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago, it was every week there was a new huge mini game someone had come up with. And now, not so much.
Yeah, I think kind of SMPs kind of took over, kind of like
Yeah, definitely nowadays.
private servers. I mean, it's so much easier to do now. If you think back, I don't know when Realms actually launched.
Oh, that's true. Realms.
Back when like Mineplex started and Minecraft Online and Hypixel and all these kind of big public servers, I'm pretty sure Realms wasn't a thing. And that made it really accessible for people to get servers really easily directly from Mojang. Obviously, we've been involved in many servers that have been hosted on private hosting companies like Bisect. So we've kind of always been in that kind of world. But for people who don't have the kind of knowledge about it and where the files go and what whitelists are and that kind of thing, it was easier to go for Realms. But when Realms wasn't a thing, these public servers were the accessible way of playing with other people.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't played Mineplex.
No, I've never done Mineplex either.
Yeah, but you don't like
No.
mini games and PvP though, so that's not really that surprising.
Yeah. I want to build stuff.
I had a UHC period when I was really interested in the old school UHC challenges. And I can't remember which server I went to, but it was one server without all the fancy add-ons. It was the most vanilla experience. But I can't remember if that was Mineplex or something else. But that was maybe for 3 months or something. And then, I don't know if you remember, I was part of a UHC where...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With only YouTubers and streamers.
There's a ripple effect, right?
Yeah, it was with, what's his name? The crazy Mexican. Talented Mexican. Wintergrave, yeah. That was really fun. But after that, I felt that now I've done it. It's enough.
I remember you had a crazy shot.
Yes.
Like through the tower window or through the gap in the tower. That was cool. I was cheering you on.
I was so proud. Yeah.
It's like, I know him. I'm in the audience. Go get DiiKoj.
Oh man, I was scared. Too nerve-wracking for me.
Mm-hmm. That would be nerve-wracking.
And then we have a release date.
Yeah.
We do. June 7th.
Mm-hmm. For 120.
Yeah,
120.
and that's
Releasing June 7th.
You can tell how excited the four of us are for this update.
Which for you guys will have been last Wednesday when you're hearing this. And we're so excited.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a single thing I don't like in this update.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. I just am not I don't get excited for this update.
The thing is, like, I kind of forgot what was in it. So I went and watched a video on 120 earlier just to remind myself of what's in it. And genuinely, the only things that I actually care about is hanging signs, the bookshelves, and being able to write on both sides of signs and edit them. That's all I care about.
My thing is the armor. I think they snuck it in there on us. It was a surprise, and I like that kind of thing. Glad they did that.
The only thing I don't like about the armor, though, is the fact that you have to get a netherite update thing to now convert diamond armor to netherite.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's going to suck.
Yeah.
Can't you duplicate them, like with diamonds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, you can remake them with diamonds. So as long as you have diamonds, I feel like I have too many diamonds.
Yeah, you can duplicate them, yeah. Which means there's going to be like them for sale, isn't there, on servers? Like, people are going to duplicate them and open a shop with them all in and stuff.
Well, that's just it. For everyone who's saying they're easy to get, you got a handful of diamonds. If you're playing on an SMP like us, Duds is always broke because Duds buys a lot of his supplies for episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't ever have more than like a stack of diamonds on me. I think this season I've got a little bit more, but
So if ever you're on a server with duds, make sure you open up like a DoorDash kind of service for bringing in materials, because he won't leave his base.
Oh man, wood. I buy a ton of wood, concrete and terracotta. I just buy the darn stuff. I'm trying to buy deep slate because I don't have a mine shaft set up in my area. Ugh.
He just won't leave his base. Mojang are trying, but he's just not biting.
They could not make me leave. That's what's every update is like Mojang's like, you guys need to explore more, and the more they do that, the more I'm like, no.
I kind of like the fact that they're in all these different areas too. You know, they're spread out.
Yeah, I like that. It's just,
I mean, if you know where to get a certain one, you have to check probably multiple of that certain structure to find it, but at least you have an idea where it's at.
Yeah.
And I feel like they gave us more than what we initially thought. We figured they were like kind of set with what they gave us, but they definitely gave us some more that I wasn't expecting. Like, you know, cherry blossoms.
Mm-hmm.
We got those. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, it's a very pink update.
Yeah. We knew about the bamboo wood, so we got 2 different woods.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to go out exploring.
Mm-hmm.
Because I keep my world, between the updates. When an update comes out, I go exploring, and then I wait. I don't want to explore between the updates. It goes maybe more than a year between the exploration excursions. Now it's time again to expand my world map. So that will be fun, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just a very reclusive Minecraft player.
He is.
Oh, it's funny. Like, it's like everyone on Channel 64, we go to team up. They're like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "I'm at my base." They're like, why did I even ask?
Yeah, it's like, just go to his base. He's 99% of the time going to be there or will be there within 5 minutes.
Yep.
There's no point asking.
Yeah, but good luck pranking it.
Yeah.
One good thing.
Channel 64 base got pranked a lot this season.
You always get pranked a lot.
I know. I don't prank anybody.
I'm not even on that server and he's still getting pranked a lot. There would be more. More.
Yeah.
I don't think I pranked anybody. I did have a funny Jestix prank. It wasn't like a prank, but it was like a gimmick I was going to do. Because all the players dropped their heads, I was going to wear Jess's head, go around and say, "My name is Jess." Just like pop up and say it everywhere.
Yeah.
"My name is Jess." Thought that'd be pretty comical.
Oh, you should still do that. You should still just...
I probably could still do that, yeah.
Yeah, because you're still whitelisted.
Yeah, it's not like I'm kicked off the server or anything, I'm still able to play with everyone, but yeah, that was one thing I was going to do.
There's been a lot of pre-releases. I think we're on pre-release 6.
There's so many of them.
They're mainly bug fixes.
They went from 3 to 6 in like...
Yeah, a week.
Mm-hmm.
A week. Yeah, I was going to say a week, and like, was it a week? Probably was. I put that in the notes that it was like pre-release 4, I think, the other day, and then now it's 6, so...
Yeah, you had pre-release 4, and then when I went to do the show notes, I went, nope, that's a 6.
Yep. It's like, that was literally like Thursday or something, Friday, that I put that in. So, yeah, it's been a fast one on the pre-releases.
J-Man saying Ultimate Prank would be building above base or just moving in. If you ask Aerington, he actually lives directly behind my base. So he's, like, my base is built into a hill. He's on the opposite side of that hill. So he's already done that.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were back to back.
Yeah, we're real close. And then we're real close to Jimbo. Like, I could probably shoot an arrow to Jimbo's base.
Yeah.
Like, if I come out of my portal and I look to the right, his portal's right there.
I mean, Jimbo will never see the arrow, but he'll be there.
This is true.
Be in or around that area.
Did it even happen?
Schrodinger's arrow.
Oh, now I have to do it. Any other news? Other than the release date, I think it's been pretty quiet on the... I mean, we can talk about bug fixes like the anvil crushing items fix and stuff like that, but to me, it's not that... Unless you're pranking people by dropping anvils on them, how often does that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you drop an anvil on somebody and it breaks all their items, you should replace them.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I know there are a lot of parity updates.
Hmm.
I think it's mostly in Bedrock.
Yeah, Bedrock does have a lot of parity.
Yeah, there's a couple things I saw. Can't really remember what they were.
Former guest on the show, Prowl.
Mm-hmm.
I follow him on Twitter, and he's always so...
He's raging about something all the time.
And usually what kind of features Mojang decides to change in parity. So instead of changing Java, they often change Bedrock.
Yeah.
As they should. Shots fired.
Yeah, a lot of people won't like that take, but Java was here first. I know that the name is Minecraft is the Bedrock version, and we play Minecraft Java edition.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's just because they made another edition. So to tell it apart, they had to put Java on the end of
Yeah.
ours.
Yeah, they can use the trapdoor trick to get into one
Nice.
block space.
nice.
Don't they have a crawling animation?
It's
Or is it the same?
yeah, it's a bit different, slower, I think.
I think I remember hearing about that. I just didn't see it.
But I think they are happy about that, at least.
I think they could put banners on shields now, which is nice. And maybe some offhand abilities?
Yeah, I read something about offhand.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember seeing that?
I still don't think it's completely open, but
Yeah.
there's more now, I think, that you can have.
High Hopes does mention, like, scaffolding's better on Bedrock, and I agree with that. Scaffolding and movement in creative feels way better in Bedrock than it does on Java, but that's what we're stuck with.
This is true. I think that's it for the news, though. I don't recall anything else happening. Been a quiet one.
Warrior Queen Caitlin, the multiple editions are because they are written in two different programming softwares. So it's like talking in different languages.
Mm-hmm.
One is English and the other is Spanish. They can translate, but they are not the same thing. So yeah, sometimes you have some words in English that don't exist in Spanish and vice versa. So that's why we have two different editions. We had 3 at one point.
Yeah, you had the console edition as well.
Well, you had,
Legacy console.
if you really want to get to it, you had Java, Xbox edition, PlayStation edition, Pocket edition.
Pocket edition, that was it.
Yeah, then all of the Pocket, PlayStation, Xbox, they all became Bedrock all at one time. Well, yeah, and we still have the Education edition, the Switch edition. Wait, doesn't the Switch play on Bedrock?
I think so.
I think they do now.
Yeah, I think it's now Bedrock.
Most of it is.
I mean, technically, every platform could run Bedrock because it's in C++.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need Java.
Yeah.
But
Carl, where are you going with this?
you know that if they got rid of it, people would have a fit.
Yes.
So that's why they don't.
Mhm.
And also, Java is way more open in terms of modding and data packs and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to go through the
Marketplace.
marketplace. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Java still exists, is because they can't kill it. Really.
Yeah.
It's not a technical limitation. It's just a kind of PR limitation, I think, more than anything.
It's like Common Core math.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't get me started on that. People who do Common Core math drive me nuts.
There's 2 ways.
Dude, every
I'm sure there's
week
more than 2.
there's another PIMDAS trending because some Common Core teacher taught these kids how to do math wrong. And I'm not blaming it on the kids because they're learning how they're taught. It's the teacher's fault and whoever decided to create that new way.
Do I need to get my off-topic bell out?
No, I'm off my soapbox.
Soapbox.
Common Core my butt.
See what I did?
All right, let's move on to the poll. Yeah, Aubni's the best math teacher out there, and he doesn't teach Common Core. I don't know, but I'm gonna stand up for the walrus.
Is he the best math teacher out there? Are we allowed to say that?
I second that.
He doesn't call me stupid when I do math wrong. He's the best math teacher.
Okay.
Oh, calls me that.
All right, he doesn't call me stupid to my face. See, he doesn't teach Common Core. Anyways, Spotify poll. We asked you guys if you were enjoying Minecraft Legends. Doesn't look like you are.
Oh, these results amuse me.
Yeah, we had 5 answers for you to pick from.
Mhm.
It goes from bought it, and I love it. Bought it, it's okay. Bought it, don't like it. And planning to buy it soon. And the last one is I have no interest in it. Which won the vote? Actually, the last 2 tied. Planning to buy it soon and I have no interest in it. Both got 40%. There weren't as many votes here, though, as normal. So,
Yeah.
might let that one slide.
And then YouTube was just, I have no interest on it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the kind of feeling it, but maybe it's a slow
Mhm.
burner kind of game. Maybe it'll pick up over time more than be a hit out the door.
Yeah, I feel like once people start making content on it, showing people how to play the game a certain way, they might be more interested.
Well, that's just it. A lot of larger YouTubers did.
Are they? Oh, I saw a little bit, yeah.
They didn't have relatively positive things to say. It was kind of a lukewarm. It's like, yeah, if you play it this certain way, it's okay. And if they fix this or this, it'll be good. But most of them are like, it's kind of a meh game. What's its price tag? Because that's a big part.
Ooh, that is a good question.
It's $40 on Steam.
40.
That's too expensive.
Okay.
It's too expensive for a game like that.
Even if it was available on macOS, I would not pay that for it. Keep your game, Windows people.
And it's $15 for DLC. No bueno.
60 Canadian. 40 for Switch for me. Gee. 50 if you had the expansion pack. Too expensive. Far too expensive.
Yeah. If it was a $20 game, I could see where more people
Yeah.
would be okay with it.
$19.99.
Because the biggest thing was it felt like it didn't have either enough content or the game modes were a little lackluster. So at $20, that kind of makes up for it. It's like, well, it's only $20, so that's good. But $40.
I'd have to really like a game, like seen a lot of gameplay and be really hyped for it to pay that kind of money for a game.
Yeah.
I do not buy games often, as we discussed earlier.
Yeah, same.
My Steam library has like 8 games in it, so I probably have about 10 games total.
Mhm.
I don't play a lot of games.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Like I say, it might be a slow burn kind of game. Picks up over time.
It does look like the multiplayer is a little bit more fun than the single player.
Yeah. To me, it's the cell shading. So many games are going to like extreme cell shading, and the blurry lines around some of the edges, that's what causes motion sickness for me. And I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Just not.
It's fair enough. Dungeons does look a lot better than Legends.
It does. And it plays a lot better. I went into Dungeons not thinking I'd like it, and I loved it. I don't play as often as I would like. If I thought I could take my Switch to work and play it during lunch, I probably would.
Can you stream from a Switch?
I think so. Yeah, because I would just use an Elgato capture card
Yeah.
and do it, because I can do my Xbox that way. Matter of fact, I did have my Switch, because I streamed Breath of the Wild.
Oh, you did? That might be an idea. If you want to play Dungeons.
That was the plan at one point when we were all going to play it on a stream one time. I never pushed for it because it's a lot of work for me to get that set up.
Yeah.
Like, I have to tear down my entire computer setup
Ugh.
to get that in here. So I wasn't pushing for that. And Carl knows every time I have to do that, there's something wrong with my audio afterwards.
Yeah, I have to spend 2 hours going, yeah, that sounds better. Yep, no, that's the same. Yep, that's great. Can I go to bed now? No, okay. Still good, yeah.
Like, half the time, it's me flipping breakers to fix a grounding issue. So it's not fun for me either.
I used to have that issue all the time when I used to record off my laptop.
Mhm.
Grounding noise on the mic. Annoying. I've realised something. We don't have any listener comments.
Yeah, there were no listener comments really in the Discord. We do have comments from the Visual Enchantments resource pack developer.
Should we do that?
Well, yeah, let's do that first.
Yeah.
That big one?
Go on, Jimbo.
Oh, I didn't even see that down there. How did I miss that? Okay, I'll read it. Okay, this is from, let's say, Can you pronounce that? Siskolog? Siskolog?
I would be horrible at pronouncing it too.
You're on your own with that one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you're listening and we're butchering your name. So sorry.
Yeah. And I'm about to butcher.
Come on, Jimbo. It's your last big read.
Right. They say, hello. Thank you for checking out my pack. It's always fun to see how people react to this kind of stuff. I like to point out some stuff you commented on the video. You mentioned how armor doesn't display certain elements. Truth is, worn armor only displays one enchantment, due to it requiring an enormous amount of assets to work correctly and potentially cause lots of lag.
Mm-hmm.
The pack has started 4 years ago, where armor trims didn't exist at all. Thus, trims aren't an inspiration for any of it. Most of the additions represents enchantments or replacements to the items. About looting, since release up to a few months ago, looting was represented by a wider blade. This did the trick, but was uglier than the current method. There was a poll in Discord, and the hook won. I'd like to hear other suggestions for enchantments representations if you feel inspired. That's pretty cool response.
Yeah, I love getting responses back.
Right.
And everything I said makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can't argue with that.
Mm-mm.
Still a bit weird, though, having a hook on the end of your sword, but it makes sense. It really does.
If you're into that thing, go right ahead. I'm into the more cleaner. I'm not going to be using armor trims just because now that there's invisible armor resource packs, I work really hard on my skins. So I hate having to cover them up with armor. And yeah, now everyone's going to look a little different with their armor and stuff. And I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But especially as a content creator, the skin usually looks better than the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can go invisible.
Especially for us who are not famous. It's very much a branding thing.
What do you mean we're not famous?
We're not.
We're famous to a very select number of people.
Okay.
I've never got noticed in public.
This is true. Neither have I.
I mean, you don't carry your Minecraft skin around, do you, in public?
Exactly.
Well, there was a time that someone said my name in a store. I was like, holy crap. I heard Jimbo. And I was like, oh my God. So I looked behind me and someone else was checking out at a different register. And I had my Withering effect shirt on that my wife made. And it says Jimbo on the back. So they were just reading the back of my shirt. I was like, oh man. I thought they knew who I was.
Well, I was gonna go, in the South, Jimbo's a really common name. I know 3 Jimbos.
I don't know any, except me.
I was just going to say, do you not know yourself? I don't know myself.
It's fine. I don't know many duds either.
What's funny, Jimbo Slice was a nickname of mine. Recently at work, people like to, throw nicknames at you when you're at work. But my nickname at work is, as of right now, Zimbabwe.
Jimbo.
Which I was like, that's good. That's one I've never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you hear the same ones over and over. So still prefer Jimbo Slice.
But only 23.
Mm-hmm.
23 slices of Jimbo Slice.
But thanks for those comments. Before we move on to Creator Clash, here's Jimbo with a reminder of how you can get a discount on your own Minecraft server from Bisect Hosting.
You can get a discount on your own Minecraft server through our partnership with Bisect Hosting, offering our community 25% off any game server for their first month. This is for new clients only. Visit bisecthosting.com/TWE and use the code TWE at checkout to receive the discount.
If you're listening live, all that's edited in.
I was waiting to see how many people were like, I can't hear the ad.
I can't hear it.
You guys aren't waiting on me to start saying something, were you? I hope not. Yeah, for those who don't listen live regularly, we pause for the ads. Carl adds them.
Just for those of you listening to the edited version, we opened up the live recording for this episode to everyone, not just the patrons.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of people in here who don't usually listen live and are probably quite confused by the way this show is put together.
Mm-hmm. No intro music, no outro music. Sorry.
Yeah. If you ever just hear us all go quiet in silence, it's because we're editing either in music or the Bisect ad and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Also, has anyone ever taken advantage of our Bisect hosting think it'd be really cool to hear if someone has.
A few have, yeah.
Furtrees has. There you go.
Nice.
Nice. I love Bisect hosting. They've been my favorite server hosting place since before they contacted us to be on the show. So it was a no-brainer because I've always said I'm not going to do a sponsorship unless it's something I can like go, yeah, no, I think that's kind of cool. And Bisect is a perfect match.
I agree.
Create a clash.
Create a clash. This time your choices were Dynamic Surroundings Sound Pack, Devorian Steampunk Pack, and Fresh Animations Texture Pack.
And the winner of Creator Clash this month is Fresh Animations.
Woo!
I did get to look at it a little bit. It looks pretty cool. Something I'm probably going to use in the single player.
Yeah, it definitely spices up the surrounding, especially for you who is playing on single player now. It'll spice some stuff up.
It's nothing too crazy. You know, just it doesn't change too much, just the way things move, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. I've got it loaded through Fabric. Optifine seems to be in this battle with OptiFabric and some other people. Anyways, Optifine's not a good thing for me to use right now. Like, it's not working with replay mod and stuff. So I use strictly Fabric. I have Fresh Animations loaded on Fabric, which is nice, but there are some glitches. We'll see all that in the live stream. Yeah, but last episode, we had the tool rack. I did a live stream on that. It's a very simple data pack, but it does exactly what is expected.
I really liked it. I thought it was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
How you could put stuff on the wall and stuff.
I like how there were a couple different models. Oh, it didn't hold a bow.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
Especially for the model that goes on the wall. Like, that's perfect to hold a bow.
Mm-hmm. I'd definitely use it to put a trident on the wall. That looked really good. The shield was kind of cool as well, because if you've got your
Shield was cool.
if you've got your banner image on that as well, that's a really cool way of like adding like, you know, to like a castle build or something.
Yep.
Like adding like your logo to your castle and putting that on there. That's really cool. Yeah, I think it's better than just having it in an item frame or, you know.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have to choose between tool rack and the armor stand mod, the armor stand mod kind of wins. But if you want super simplified, the tool rack is awesome. Like, it was the easiest thing I've installed so far. It was the easiest thing to craft. It just worked. Though I did say I didn't like how I could not choose different wood types. It always had to be oak.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Because I very rarely use oak.
Same.
I probably use spruce the most.
Mm-hmm. DiiKoj, you don't have any like vanilla plus features in your world. I think you're like straight up vanilla, aren't you?
Yeah, default vanilla. I'm just afraid if I start adding stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I don't even change the game rules. I have everything, you know, Enderman picking up blocks.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, fire spreading is on everything that is, you know, the old default vanilla experience.
Pure vanilla.
I'm real vanilla.
You use replay mod though, right?
No, never have.
Oh.
Of course, playing on servers, it's another thing, but
Mm-hmm.
I just like, I've talked about this in previous show episodes, but I like kind of working with the limitations.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a bit scared if I start to add things into the game that makes it easier, then either I won't stop. There's always things you want to make smoother in the game.
Yeah.
Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe I lose interest because, I don't know, it gets too easy or it's not... I'm not sure why actually, but yeah, I'm super default vanilla. And I think I will be for a long time, but you never know.
You know, what's funny was I started this single player world and I forgot to take my mods out. What is that? The spectator mode? What is it? Free cam. I have free cam. And man, I cheat. I cheat so bad on there because you could see everything.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you could see everything under the ground to where I'm like, where's the nearest mine shaft? And I don't know. It's helpful, of course. It's helpful. But I do consider it, at least in single player, as cheating. It can help with content, you know, if you're a content creator. to be able to hurry up on some things. But yeah, using it in single player, I felt guilty every time. But man, it's useful. Like I made a farm, this mob farm. I was able to go up in the sky, go to free cam, make sure they're spawning.
Right.
Mm.
You know, I don't have to peek in there or wait for any results. I could just look in there. I mean, if I set limitations to where I'm like, okay, I can only use it for certain things, it could work like that. But I know me. I'm going to get curious. What's behind that wall? Is there lava above me? I ask myself these questions all the time. And I have that sit mod, and I'm always sitting on random stairs. I'll just be running around. I'll just sit on a stair. I'm like, how in the world did I get here? Do it all the time. One thing I need to take off for single player.
Yeah, free cam just seems a little bit too much for me.
Yeah.
I love free cam.
I've only used it once, and that was when we did our CubeCon episode for camera angles. I've never used it like in game, but it does look very grey area. You know, you can see everything. I get like it's really good for content creation and a lot easier than like logging in with a camera account, which gives you the same kind of thing. But I feel like it's a bit too easy. You can do it by pressing a button rather than opening up another Minecraft, you know, logging into another account and booting up the game again. I feel like that kind of barrier to entry stops you cheating, where I feel like if you can just press one button on your keyboard and be able to fly around in like spectator mode, it's kind of a little bit too easy. I don't know. I kind of feel like Jimbo. Like it's a little bit. I'd feel guilty using it.
Yeah, I do feel guilty.
Well, as someone who uses free cam all the time, if you watch my episodes, I don't feel guilty at all.
Because he's a rebel.
Well, the big thing is I build everything in survival. It's very rare I will pre-build something in creative mode and bring it over. So if you see me building something, I'm constantly placing blocks, going back, looking at it, placing blocks, going back, looking at it. And you get so tired of flying back and forth. So now that there's free cam and I can just fly out using that and I can view something. There are times like when I was doing the front of my base last episode, I would free cam out to the front and I would just stare at it and then kind of draw what I was planning. And that's immense. But yeah, you can look underneath. I know for a fact I've got 5 different spawners underneath my base. I haven't used a single one of them. It's just on how you play. It's like, okay, I know these are down there, but I'm not going to take advantage of it. Half my caves still aren't lit up because I just haven't come across them naturally. That being said, if someone's building a mob farm and they want to light things up to make it more efficient and they're having trouble finding caves, I've got no problem if they're using free cam saying, okay, there's the caves. I'm gonna go light this up. It's just how you play.
Yeah, I see like multiplayer is more like there's survival elements in it, of course, but it's more building, you know, more of like a creative thing. There's definitely more useful there.
Like you say, it's sort of like how you play and how your server is.
Yeah.
I could see some servers having a big issue with it.
Yeah.
Kind of what level you're kind of comfortable with and whether you're the kind of person who would be so tempted to take advantage of it rather than know where the line is on how to use it. And that line, again, fluctuates by your play style and the rules of the server that you're playing on.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to jump in there and just claim all the geodes because you know exactly where they're at.
Or the ancient debris.
Yeah.
You can't see ancient debris.
Can you not see ancient debris?
I don't think there's supposed to be an air block connected to it, so...
Okay.
So you're not using free cam to find diamonds or anything like that either.
Right.
Yeah, it's not so much X-ray thing, it's just seeing through walls, which is what X-rays do. Never mind. Replay mod, you could, see through walls. It allows you to do that to get certain camera angles. So if you have replay mod, then free cam shouldn't be all that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
If you're making content. Yeah, it's my little rant on mods since we were in there.
Well, talking about that, J-Man's asking, do you guys think we still need optimization mods in 120? New update brings a lot of lighting engine changes and apparently performance was improved quite a bit. I don't know. I haven't played 120 yet.
Yeah.
Tried it early.
Yeah, I tried a few of the snapshots, early on, and performance was fine. My cap on 100 frames was still, 100 frames, so yeah.
On a Mac?
I have an M1 Mac Mini. It's a beast.
I'm a Mac guy as well, yeah.
Those M1 chips are a beast, DiiKoj.
But I think the new lighting engine optimization is fairly new. It's just one of the later snapshots.
Yeah.
So it's even better now. It seems to be, it could be really good actually.
I think, we've kind of said that this update wasn't kind of what we wanted and is kind of a bit small. But if they've done a lot of work on optimization and stuff, then fair play, because
Yes, exactly.
it was an issue. So if it's now better, then that's great for everyone, especially those on lower end hardware.
Yeah, I can actually open up my mods folder and tell you just how many I'm having to run.
Yeah, I can tell you now. Mine's too many.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to have to use Optifine. I could literally not play Minecraft without Optifine. Now, I don't use any performance mod.
What's funny is, like, to run a certain mod, you have to download a mod to run a mod.
Yes.
This mod requires these 2 mods. Cool story.
I have 35 mods, and probably only 5 or 6 of them are not performance related.
35
35.
that you use on a daily basis.
Yep.
Oh my.
Well, I take that back. Probably 8 or 9 are not performance based.
Still a lot.
It's still a lot.
Wow.
Okay, I don't have a lot then. You have a lot. I think I got like 8 or 9. There's some mods I have to put in there still for Channel 64.
Yeah, that's the thing. Channel 64 has something added like at least once a month.
Wow.
Yeah, if you don't play, you'll miss them.
Still no airdrop llamas though.
There are not. But we have a mod where if we wanted to, we could put them in the game.
Winter, get your lawyers out.
Main topic?
We're on 1 hour, 10 minutes, so yeah.
Yeah, Cool Dude asked if I would ever come back, and there's always a chance of me coming back down the line, but right now I don't think it's a good time. Just heart's not in it for content.
That's fair enough.
What's funny is I have like a 17-minute video edited, and I just kind of lost interest because of all the editing I'd have to do involving that video. And I was on the fence about, do I finish this, make it my last, but then I'd have to do, I don't know, something cool in it for it to be my last one.
That was a question I was going to ask you, actually.
Yeah?
Are you going to do a final episode? This is it. This is my last episode.
I mean, I could always it's still there. You know what I mean? That episode that I'm making. I'd have to add on to it a good bit because there's a storyline in the episode.
Okay.
But I have to, create it and end it.
Yeah.
And then have a way to say farewell, I guess, towards the end.
Jimbo falls asleep. He reminisces about all these days on Karmicraft and Ripple and that. And then he wakes up and goes, can't do this, guys. Can't do it anymore. Goodbye. There you go.
That's not a bad plot.
That's a free plot for you, though.
Not too bad. Writing that down.
Jimbo, I know how to finish it, and your finish would still work with the Channel 64 storyline.
Well, you have to throw some ideas at me.
I will, but I'm not doing it live.
Yeah, you don't have to do it live.
He's not giving them free on the internet, I am.
Someone will take it.
I would be ruining a lot of other people's endings for Channel 64. Can't do that.
So yeah, I mean, there might be an episode coming out, my final one, but I don't want to say for sure. Can't really say for sure. Yeah, I could make a short.
Oh, Duds would love that.
I was also thinking the easy way to make content nowadays would be long plays. Just if I played for a couple hours, put it on YouTube. I don't know. I haven't watched a long play, didn't really get into them. I don't know why I'd make that kind of content, but I don't know. Just kind of keeping things up in the air to see where I'm at.
Jimbo, you joined us episode 28?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
After your tryout that you didn't know was a tryout on episode 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we can spoil that. After Bank left, we had 5 or 6 guests on?
Yep.
Afterwards, those were all tryouts, and none of them knew they were tryouts.
So we can't really do that again this time because everyone will know.
Right, we can't do that this time.
So I failed, aubni.
Oh.
Moving on.
No.
So
No, I think Aubni's been a repeat guest, hasn't he?
he has, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
You didn't fail. We were looking for, I call it gelling or vibing, cohesion. Jimbo and I worked really well together. We're in the same time zone. We had the same schedule. We could bounce stuff off each other really easy. So it was the easy fix.
Mm-hmm.
They were both really squishy, bouncy.
Now I have to go through finding that all over again.
This time's a lot harder.
Yes.
Without giving too much away, this time is a lot harder for us to make a decision than it was with Jimbo. That was pretty easy.
Yeah.
This is difficult because it's not just about who's the co-host, it's about what we built and the brand and stuff. Like back then, 25 episodes in, it wasn't really anything.
Yeah.
But now we have
It really wasn't.
Yeah, but now we have to protect the show and everything connected to it by picking the right person. And that's a lot, sort of a bigger responsibility now than it was back then.
Right. Yeah, I remember when I came up with that decision. Like, I was thinking about it for a while, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I can keep doing this. But, yeah, I kept muscling through it, and I still enjoy doing the podcast. That's nothing, probably never going to change. But, where was I going with this? I had a point, and I lost my point.
Classic Jimbo.
Why do I do that all the time?
Well, I can remember when I asked you to be co-host, I said, all you will ever have to do is one note and show up on time.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah. I get one of those. That's true.
He always brings his note, guys.
Yeah. I will say the next co-host I want to lean on more for note-taking. Carl helps fill me in for the most part, but after 170 something episodes, it gets hard to come up with topics that are fresh.
Mm.
So having a new brain to pick is going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. I remember what I was going to say.
What's that?
10 minutes later, I did mention to you guys, like, when I decided to step away, that I wasn't going to leave you, like, high and dry.
This is correct.
I wanted it to, be the right time. Like, we've been talking about it for a while, but, I didn't, until you guys were ready, I would still be here as a host. So I don't want anyone to think, like, I'm just, leaving you guys high and dry.
No, Jimbo's not dipping. He told us 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this isn't like a yesterday thing.
Right.
And that tells you how hard it is to figure out the new co-host. We've been thinking about it for 2 months.
And we're no closer than we were 2 months ago.
Yeah. But it also tells you how busy we are in real life.
Uh-huh.
That we don't have enough time to dedicate to finding another co-host.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like, finding members on a server where you put a application out there.
No.
Have them fill it out.
No. Never how we've rolled.
Mm-hmm.
Even with guests, we've never really took applications.
For me, the worst part is I don't want to let anyone know that they're up for the co-host, because if they don't get it, I don't want them to be depressed, because it's not a personal thing at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a fitment thing.
Yeah.
And also with stuff that we have in the pipeline,
Right.
we want someone who has sort of some knowledge in that area as well, so I don't have to do it all.
This is true too.
That would be nice as well. So we have a lot more kind of like requirements than we may have 6 months ago.
All we're asking for is absolute perfection. That's it. That's the only thing.
That's it.
That's all you got to bring to the table.
Gone are the days of one note and show up on time.
Yeah.
You better be prepared to work your butt off.
Oh dear.
No. If it's not fun, then we wouldn't be doing it.
Right.
Exactly.
Do we want to start the post?
Yeah, do we want to end it there? Jimbo, have you got any last words for our public listeners on the podcast feed? After that, we're going to do the outro and then stay after the music because there's nearly 5 minutes of Jimbo outtakes and best moments for you guys to listen to. So stay after the music as well.
Yeah, that should be good.
Have you got any final words for our listeners?
Oh, man. I pretty much said it all at the beginning of the show.
It's like an award acceptance speech.
Yeah, except like complete opposite. But I don't know. I know I'm going to miss doing this, as much as it, weighs on me, and, it also the content creation. It's something that I've done for a long time. It's always going to be a part of me or with me. So I don't want anyone to feel like I don't enjoy this, because I do. I would have never done it and stayed around this long if I didn't enjoy it. It's definitely a good time. We got to talk to a lot of cool people.
Yeah, we did.
We've talked to a lot of big developers, bunch of friends we made on the show and in Minecraft in general, bunch of like-minded people. It's been an honor. Definitely gonna miss everyone.
142 episodes, Jimbo.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
It really is.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Wow.
3 years and 4 months.
Way more than I realized.
Madness.
Mm-hmm.
So, live chat people will answer any of your questions in the post show. But that's.
Oh no, Carl, you read the Patreon this time.
What? I've got to do.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make you read. You have to try out for next month.
Carl, you got a new in bold. Never mind. That's another.
That's my note.
No, that's because I keep saying that line wrong every time, so he highlights it now.
Mm.
Yeah, this is my life, guys. I think that's going to do us for today, but before Jimbo reads us out, I want to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons who are supporting the show. Our milk level patrons are Aerington, Aubni, BoboPlaysGames, FragileRock, Loki, and Nathlech. If you too would like to get access to exclusive benefits and extra content each month, consider joining at patreon.com/The Withering Effect.
Ooh, Duds, he nailed it.
He did.
He did do real good there.
He wrote it, so I hope so.
Yeah, he did right.
I wrote it. You think on them best ofs I don't nail that whole script in one go? I do.
All right, then do mine. Just kidding, I gotta do mine. So if you like the show, you can share with all of your friends and on social media. If you listen on Spotify, rate and follow so you never miss a future episode. Or if you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave us a nice review. Doing any of these really helps the show reach more listeners. If you'd like to get in contact with us, send an email to podcast@thewitheringeffect.com. Tweet us, leave a voice message, or join our Discord where you can have a chat with everyone who works on the show and fellow listeners. All the links are in the show notes.
This show's been brought to you by Jimbo and myself, but also our digital producer Carl. He makes sure the show ends up where it should be, and the amazing music you hear throughout the show is created by the one and only DiiKoj. Everyone's social media info can be found in the show notes. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for getting withered with us. You should probably go drink your milk now. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
All right, Duds, we gotta stop.
Why?
We gotta stop. I'm gonna poop my pants.
Okay.
Okay, stop. Yeah, I'm always amazed at how some people can come up with some of these banners. I know when they introduced the rockets to propel you is when it really took off. I mean, I did mess with my knob, so...
I just pictured you going into the deep dark, facing a warden face to face, and you both go, brother?
I'll give him a big hug down there. He took care of all the bees.
I'm sure he would give you a big hug too and squish you against the ceiling.
Sure, if I've ever... Yeah, I'm thinking, did I build a furnace? Yeah, of course, I built a furnace.
You built a furnace.
I built 64 of them. Then who told you?
Say what?
If it wasn't Red Fox, then who was it?
Maybe Blue Fox, but...
Okay.
It definitely was not Red Fox.
I didn't think it was.
No, it was.
That was a dad joke. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. I heard you say it wasn't, or it was not Red Fox that gave it.
It was not Red Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, dad jokes aside, because it's too early in the morning for me to be thinking like that.
And the winner. Can you hear me? Can't hear me. Hello? Oh, my internet. What happened to my internet? Connection. Oh, my connection problems. You gotta be kidding me. Keep rolling, duds. I'll be back. Dude. Come on, Comcast. How you gonna do me like that? Why don't I have internet right now? Bill's paid. I paid my bill.
We got the bomb drop and then nothing.
I was like, you can't say bomb drop at these times, Jimbo.
Well, you know. Lightning rods direct. Oh, do you hear that?
I do.
There's a siren. Hold on. There's a
Oh, I hear it now.
an ambulance going down the street.
What'd you do, Jimbo?
Can I take this moment to go and answer the door? I think the mail person's here. Sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna grab a drink now. Fuck. Sorry, Carl.
Should I finish this?
Well, let's go ahead and wait. I don't think we've ever had a mid-show break.
Yeah. It's like right after our stop too. So we might want to just keep talking so Carl knows.
He'll know. He'll be like, what's going on here?
Can't believe an ambulance went down my... Like, this is like when I say the most. This is when I talk the most. You know, talking about mending Minecraft.
This is my biggest note-speaking part.
This is my moment. Someone just had to get injured in my area.
Glory hog.
Trying to steal my thunder.
And lightning rod.
That's pretty funny.
Jimbo, what are we, 3 years old come June?
I'm 35. I'll be 36 in June.
Come on, man. Don't make me use the bleep button on you again.
Yeah, I think 3.
Oh, Jimbo.
Check. I'm popping up on there. You can't hear me? Oh, my connection.
He's trying to come back.
Oh,
There he is.
I'm pretty sure yours is bigger. Mine's pretty small. Guys, I don't want to interrupt, but I really got to pee. I don't know if I can hold it, so I got to...
Bye, Jimbo.
I'll be really quick. I'll be right back. Oh, my God.
I would say this is the first time Jimbo's paused. Oh, and there's Carl's end of the episode clip.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I wasn't here for like 5 minutes. I don't know if you guys...
We carried on without you.
Yeah, I was going, then I thought I was going to stop, then I just went again. This is one of those. It's like, man, this is supposed to be quick. This just in. 1.20 dropped a snapshot and armor trims are in. What do you think of that, duds?
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh.
Hey, I came up with that.
Yeah, no. This is the first time we're recording a segment outside of the podcast, so it feels weird.
Mm-hmm. But it also feels right. Of course, it takes forever to load. Like, stuck. That might be a minute. Hey, give me 1 second. Someone's pounding on my door.
Okay.
Okay. Jeez.
Welcome back.
Thank you. My wife was at the door, and the door was locked. I didn't know the door was locked. My son was in the bathroom, and someone's pounding on my door. See you guys.